The decision to study or work abroad can be one of the most exciting and rewarding experiences of your life. You can make friends around the world, learn a different language, experience a new culture, and globalize your degree. But there are risks in going abroad that you need to consider: bad weather, political unrest, and personal safety on a day-to-day basis. These are all things you need to prepare for. There are several resources to help you along: the online pre-departure workshop offered by Education Abroad and the Government of Canada travel website. Let's hear some how to prepare tips from University of Alberta students who have gone abroad.
Hi, my name is Aisha Harian. I'm from Edmonton, Canada. I did a bachelor's degree in business. I graduated in May 2012. Through Education Abroad, I completed a study program at University of Hyderabad in India and an internship in New York on Wall Street.
My name is Emily, and I am in my 4th year of my Bachelor of Education, major in biology, minor in social studies, and I went to Utrecht, the Netherlands, for my abroad experience. So the first thing that I did to make sure that I was prepared to go abroad was researching the city that I got chosen to go to, Utrecht. I checked out the city, the population size, public transportation, the location of my residence. I also made sure that I had a valid passport. I made sure that I had a physical before I left to make sure that my body was healthy, and made sure that I had good insurance that covered different problems that could arise when I was traveling abroad.
The Education Abroad program assists you when you're planning to study abroad or traveling abroad. A great component is their pre-departure session they offer students leaving in the following semester. They go over several topics that are very valuable to be aware of before you leave. Things such as your finances and insurance before you go abroad, health and safety, the type of immunizations and vaccinations you'll need when you go abroad. They talk about how to deal with culture shock and homesickness and kind of teach you how to the processes you'll go through and how to deal with that. They also talk about the laws and the regulations of the place that you're going to. They give you a resource of databases to understand the laws of the country you're going to. Another really great component is the pre-departure session has students who've returned from your host institution you're planning to travel to. And they'll also answer a lot of questions you might have about how much money to bring and what to expect when you get there and what your courses will be like. So it's very, very valuable in that sense.
So before you depart on your abroad experience, it's important to understand that you may face emergency situations. And if that's the case, depending on the state of emergency that you are in, it is important that, say if you have to go to the hospital, make sure that you contact your university advisor the second that you can, and make sure that whoever is back home, that your parents know and everything, and that you have insurance to cover whatever emergency this may be. So depending on the emergency, the first thing that you should do when you are able to is to contact your university advisor. So the main thing that the University of Alberta did for me to make sure that I had a safe and fun experience on my abroad was to make us register for YouGo Alberta, which is the University of Alberta's official database for off-campus students. And what they do is they take in your travel insurance, your health insurance, phone numbers, emails, and they make you put in a kind of like an itinerary for your travel plans, so that if you're out of the country of your exchange and no one can contact you, they at least have an idea of where you are.
When I was doing my internship in New York, it was during Hurricane Sandy last year, and for that whole week, New York sort of shut down. And during the beginning part of that, and just right before, I had several layers of people offering me security and safety. Starting with the work that I was doing, the company I was with was in constant communication with me daily to make sure that I had food, shelter, and I was in a safe place. The University of Alberta also had a risk assessment coordinator, as well as other advisors that would be emailing me and making sure that I checked in with them and I told them where I was and everything that I was kind of doing to prevent any kind of risk on my part.
The main tip that I would give to someone who's going to go abroad would be to never turn down an opportunity. Your experience will go by faster, whether it's 6 months or a year, it's going to go by faster than you can imagine. So make sure that you take every opportunity that's given to you and just try to enjoy yourself and remember that it's a temporary situation, so make the best of everything.